Hello, everybody. It is Taylor, Barb, and Misty today. We are recapping. We are recapping last night's final performance episode on The Voice, where the top five each competed to be the winner, and tonight is the finale. Tonight the finale is actually at 9 o'clock as opposed to 8. It'll be a 2-hour show with lots of special guests, and of course the crowning of the winner, where either Carter, Des, Jim, Ian, or John will walk away as the winner. We are really excited about that tonight, but let's go ahead and get started with last night's performance. Opening up the show was Carter singing The Climb by Miley Cyrus. I think it was the perfect song choice for him, and I'm not really the biggest fan of the song, but if somebody does it really well, I really enjoy it. I think he did a great job with the song.
I think he did a really good job too. Misty agrees too. And but yeah, he did a really good job of it. Sometimes I think that song is just overdone. But like a lot of other songs.
I haven't heard it in a while, so I guess that's a good thing. It's been a while since I've heard it.
At least she got down.
But anyway, yeah, it was a very, very good performance. Blake talked about how tough the year has been. He praised Carter's heart and talent. Gwen said that she is meant to do this and called him special, gifted, and natural. For a 15-year-old singer, he's not the typical young singer we see in singing competitions. Like he's really good.
Yeah, he's also kind of immature for his age.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that he could give Gwen her first win.
Yeah.
But which I would be happy for her because she's been doing this a while. But yeah, he did a really good job on it.
Yeah. And up next, we had one of your and Jake's favorites. Jake actually is not with us. Number one, he's not prepared. And number two, he says he really doesn't want to watch because Des is his only favorite left in the competition. But anyway, Des sang Holy Ground, which was her winter single. Very, very, I really enjoyed the song. And it definitely suited Des's voice very well. Actually, I liked all the original songs last night. I thought they were all really good.
She did amazing last night. And I'm not one, normally that is like a big gospel fan.
Yeah.
But, she just brought it last night. Mm-hmm. And she was so good. She brought people to tears, including Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly was sobbing.
But it was
talked
good.
about how beautiful it was and stuff. And it's nice this time when there's a song that, makes people so emotional.
Yeah.
But everybody loved the song. And it was great. I don't know if Des could actually win. It's going to be tough because all five are so talented. The only person that I've really ruled out is Ian because he had to be saved with the instant save last week. So I don't think he has a chance at winning. I mean, I'd love for somebody to come back and win after getting the instant save because nobody has ever won after having to sing for the instant save since the show has started. So it would be nice, but I don't think it could happen.
He's not one of my favorites, to be honest. And he was okay and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think if anything, it's going to come down between Des and Carter.
Mm-hmm.
And, no matter who wins, they'll both deserve it. Of course, I want Des.
Mm-hmm.
But I won't be upset if Carter is. And in some ways, it's kind of like when in Idol season 2, like I want, I'm a diehard Clay fan.
Yeah.
But I knew that Ruben was going to win.
Everybody knew Ruben was going to win.
Yeah, I would have been. I was fine with it because I liked Ruben too.
Mm-hmm.
And but as I mentioned, I always thought that was like one of the best seasons as far as talent goes. So, But yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
been Daz and Carter and maybe John Holiday for number 3.
Yeah.
But I love John Holiday too. He's one
Hmm.
of my favorites. I actually split the vote between him and Daz last
Yeah.
night.
And we talked about Ian. He was up next. He did In Color by Jamie Johnson. I think definitely a smart song choice for Ian. I was shocked last week that he actually had to be saved by the instant save. And he's sort of the long shot to win the whole thing. But I thought the song choice was really smart. It was a really good song for Ian. I think he did a great job with it. John said he loves his story, the fact that he travels around the world in a motorhome with his family doing gigs.
Right.
Blake says that his voice is iconic sounding. I really do like Ian. Like I said, I don't think he'll win. He'll probably end up getting 5th place, but
He's
he's
okay,
really, really
but
good.
again, he's not one of my favorites. And so I won't be shocked if he's the first one eliminated.
Yeah.
Right. And but his song was good, and you feel like with the whole family thing,
Mm-hmm.
but I just he just never really struck a chord with me. So.
And up next, we had Jim Ranger, who sang his winter single called Last. And it was a typical country song, sort of a country ballad that told a story, which is something you don't hear a lot on country radio nowadays. I thought the song was great. It fit him really well. I think Jim has a great voice. I think he could sneak by and win. I really would not want him to because I think he's way too similar to Todd Tillman, who won last season, in the sense that he's a pastor, he has a family.
He's gonna be number 4 to go.
I'll talk about it here at the end, but I think he could sneak in there. I just rather him not. I mean, I was a big Todd fan last season, but Blake winning 2 seasons in a row with the same kind of singer would just be very boring. I think is the word I'm looking for. Very, very boring, very predictable.
I just again, like I just didn't think it was his best last night, to be honest. So, lay down. And
our show's being hijacked by a dog, ladies and gentlemen.
She's like, we just came in and it's snowing out. So
yeah, I think it's supposed to snow here tonight too. It'd be fun to watch The Voice while it's snowing.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, up next was John Holiday with "Where Do We Go." It was his winter single. I really, really like John. I think that his choices were great last night. Kelly was impressed with how talented he was. John calls him versatile and magical. From the beginning, I've really, really liked John because he's something different, and that's what I've been saying I want to win, something we really haven't seen win in a long time. The last really different winner we really had on The Voice was Jordan Smith, and that was all the way back in 2015.
He is one of my favorites. If anybody's going to sneak by and win it, it would be him.
Yeah.
And he's just fun to watch. He's not just a singer. He's like one of those performer people that you can't keep your eyes off the stage.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I wouldn't be at all surprised if he sneaks by and wins.
And I could also see him maybe going and doing Broadway eventually.
Oh, yeah.
He has that Broadway voice, or releasing really good standards albums, sort of kind of a higher singing Michael Bublé kind of thing, because he has the voice. And that's sort of the style he's been doing all season, sort of that 1940s crooner, except that I don't think any of the guys back then really sang that high. But
no, there's just something about him. Like I would have loved to have seen some Motown last night.
Mm-hmm.
but he was good. Like I
Yeah.
just love watching him, and
Mm-hmm.
I wish there was be like if there was to be a concert with him coming around, I would probably go see him.
Yeah. Up next, we had Dez, who sang "Landslide" by Fleetwood Mac. A good song that probably fits her voice, but and it's a song we rarely see on singing competitions. I think it was a really good choice for her.
She did great. Like again, her song choice, she looked amazing. Her voice was, there, and I just think, like I said, I would love to see her win. Only because she's somebody that you don't see that often anymore in
Mm-hmm.
competitions that actually win.
Yeah.
So, but I think she's gonna have a heartbeat with all the teeny boppers
Mm-hmm.
that are voting and the kids' moms.
Yeah. She does kind of remind me though of Toni Braxton.
Oh yeah,
With that really low alto voice.
she she is so good, and she just I just think, like I said, I think it's gonna be her and Carter, but
Mm-hmm.
he, Carter's got those dimples, so
Yeah.
that kind of.
And then next, they took a break from the music. Blake and Gwen did a performance of their hit "Happy Anywhere," which is their second country song together this year. They did "Nobody But You," and now they have "Happy Anywhere." I like the song. I didn't like the way they performed it because the lighting that they had was way too distracting. I
Yeah,
thought that Clark Griswold had put up a big light display or something in the studio. It was almost blinding.
they should have just left it those two just singing. But it was good. I liked watching them perform. I'm just wondering, like, I know this is their second one, if they're just going to be doing out more and more about songs together because
They need to
they
do a
blended
duet
really
album.
well.
They need to do a duet album. I think that'd be really fun.
And I
I
just,
mean, Garth Brooks and Trish Yearwood, they did a Christmas duet album together. Tim McGraw and Faith Hill did a duet album a few years ago. I think it's
yeah,
time for Blake and Gwen to do one.
yeah, but they're country, and so with Gwen and Blake, it's different because she's not really country. So
No, but she
it'd be a
did.
unique.
She does a really good job on the song, though.
Oh, she does. She does.
Mm-hmm.
She shows she can sing anything.
Yeah.
But I just think it would be a unique album between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Up next, we had Ian Flanagan singing his single "Never Learn." I thought it was a very emotional, very good song. Definitely fit Ian's voice. Um, he sort of reminds me kind of. I know that Blake's been doing a lot of country with him, but he reminds me more of like a Bruce Springsteen or Bob Seger type, kind of that heartland rock thing. Really appeals to the Midwest. I
nah,
thought that I he kind of reminds me of that vein. That's why I am a little disappointed this season with some of the choices Blake's made because there could have been so many more unique song choices. I don't think that they did enough this season to really show who he is as an artist.
I think I could see him more along the lines of like Jim Croce.
Maybe.
Because he doesn't have that rocker vibe, and Bob Seger and Bruce Springsteen are rockers, and a- and I'm from where Bob is from,
Yeah,
so
I
so but yeah, he I just think like something like Jim Croce or
know. Hmm.
somebody that middle of the road, even John
Yeah.
Denver, like something like
Uh,
along. I always like John Denver, but
mm,
his country. He's like
yeah.
one of my faves. Um, but it would if I could have seen him perform a rock song, then maybe I
Yeah.
could see it.
Hmm.
But like you said, he kept it safe with country, and
Yeah.
country is boring sometimes. No offense to
Some
people that are
well,
country.
the songs that Blake usually chooses are pretty boring.
Yeah,
It's like it seems like that not a lot of people on his team usually take risks. but they end up winning for some reason. So,
because people
even
love
though a
Blake.
lot of people that have won with him, I have backed. Still, a lot of the times he just makes really not interesting song choices, and his artists don't take a lot of risks.
Well, people love Blake, and that's how I think Ian got in. Isn't his so much performance is that it is a Blake factor, and that's what I call it. Even though I thought somebody else should have gone through, I knew it was going to happen because again, Blake. So.
Right. And up next, we had John Holiday singing Halo by Beyonce. Very, very good song choice. That was really, really good. And that's a song that you don't want to touch unless you can do it about the same or even better than Beyonce. And he was up there with Beyonce. It was that good.
He was good. And like I said, I just love watching him. He could just sit on TV and sing all day, and I would be perfectly fine with that.
Yeah. And then up next, we had Carter with his winter single, Up From Here. I thought the song was really, really great. It really showcased who he was as an artist. I think that if he is actually marketed correctly, and actually if he can get a team behind him, he could actually have a really successful career in top 40 radio just because he has the voice suited for it. And I don't think in today's radio, there aren't many people that are that good. You either have people singing that sounded like that they're being smothered by a pillow, or people that sing with a computer. So
I know, I hate that. I think Gwen is going to be really working with them further down the line. I don't think she's going to
like to see it.
She's really, really, you can see the bond between them, and I really think she can work with him more.
Yeah.
So I don't see her just, him winning and then her just leaving him alone after that.
No, I think he has a pretty big career ahead of him, especially in today's age of YouTube. If he starts posting a lot of YouTube videos and get really active on social media, that'll help as well, because that's what a lot of people also look at. And I mean, I think in today's society with music, I don't think it's about, how many albums you sell, or, whether or not you're on the top of the charts. It's more nowadays, I think it's more about a connection with fans, and I think he could really, really have that.
He's really listening.
And the last person of the night, we had Jim Ranger singing one of my favorite songs. Well, my favorite version of the song, Joe Cocker's cover of the Beatles, with a little help from my friends.
Oh yeah, that was good.
I thought it was a great way to close out the night. I think it was probably Jim's best performance of the entire season. This is when he sang that, I think there is a way he could sneak in. I would rather Carter, Dez, or John win just because they're different. But like I said, Jim could sneak in there and win. I don't know. But I'm wondering, because Blake has two artists in the finale, I'm almost wondering if maybe their voters will split between them and their votes will cancel each other out, and they'll end up in 5th and 4th place.
Yep.
But I'm definitely going to say that Carter's in the running, Dez is in the running, John's in the running, Jim is maybe in the running, but I'm not really confident. I think that Team Blake is losing this season.
Yeah, it's going to be either Gwen or it's going to be Kelly.
Yeah.
So I just think it's going to be Carter and Dez in the finale, or the final two.
Yeah.
So because those two, they were the most consistently standout people throughout the season. So I think it's going to be between the two of them.
Yeah. And of course, tonight, the action begins at 9:00 on NBC, The Voice finale, featuring performances from Lauren Daigle, Louis Capaldi. A lot of people are performing. I'm trying to see here.
I wonder if Louis is going to sing with Carter.
I think that either Lauren or Louis is going to sing with Carter, and I think that'll be really cool.
Because Carter auditioned with Lewis.
Yeah, and then he
Son.
sang Lauren's "You Say." But tonight we have Dan and Shay, Lauren Daigle, Keith Urban, Pink, Louis Capaldi, Florida Georgia Line, Nelly, Jason Derulo, 25K Golden, whoever that is, Ian Dior, who I have no idea is, Julie Michaels, and then JP Sachs. It seems like every single season of The Voice and then every single season of Idol, I less and less have no idea who in the heck these people are.
Yeah, you say it was talking about like me, yeah, like okay, like I love Pink, so I'm anxious to see Pink, and of course, who does not love Keith Urban?
Yeah.
And
I like Dan and Shay. I like Florida Georgia Line. I like Nelly. I'm especially excited to see Jason Derulo because I'm a big fan of his. And him performing means, of course, he's probably going to bring a new album out soon. He hasn't really released an album in a while, and I'm really a fan of his. So he'll be exciting to see. I'm actually really excited about the finale. I can't wait to see what happens.
what's really funny, and this is the honest truth, is like I've heard of Diane and Shay, but I never really saw what they looked like until the American Music Awards a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, they're not actually bad looking, so they're not, but they're really good too. But
Yeah, they are.
But it's gonna be fun to watch, and like I said, I love Pink,
Yeah.
and I wonder if she's gonna bring her daughter on to sing too, because her daughter can sing. And but yeah, it's almost like watching getting a free concert watching the finales. And we know of some people that skip and wait until the end to watch who wins, but
yeah. We have a mutual friend of ours, Eric, who's in a bad mood all the time, and he's not.
I
really
call him Cranky Canadian for a reason. And then
we're gonna need to get him to come on here with us one time. I think that'd be fun.
He's gonna hit me if he sees this.
We'll just be in the meeting, and halfway through he'll get angry and be like, Eric has left the chat. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, Anyway, that is our show for today. Make sure you follow us on our social media pages. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will be back tomorrow to discuss the Voice finale and discuss the winner and discuss everything else that went on tonight. And for Barb, I have been Taylor, and also Misty was joining. Well, she's gone now.
Well, she's sleeping on my lap now.
Oh,
so
okay.
Right.
At least she's not trying. At least she's not trying to smother you. I guess that's a good thing. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. We will see you tomorrow.
All right, bye.